Tabletop board and card games have always been a staple of entertainment, and it's only gotten bigger, better, and more popular as time goes on. And no matter what type of game you play, one thing that's for certain is this. Between all the props, minis, dice, cards, and online material, gaming's gotten really expensive. Fortunately, there's a solution. The most important component you can have for gaming is your imagination. So let's put our imaginations to work and turn those common and classic games into something fresh and fun, while saving some money in the process, here on Copper Pieces. There was a palpable tension on the bridge of the flagship Gemini, as the ragtag fleets of the Revolt drew ever closer to the Valencia system. This assault had been a long time coming, ever since the Free Revolt's first bold strikes on the Imperitorium's frontier bases. Valencia was the first major target, a core stronghold and shipyard that funneled ships to multiple systems in the Epsilon sector. Once Valencia fell, all of Epsilon would fall, and the Revolt could finally have some breathing room to consolidate the region and make plans to move on to the Delta sector next. But Valencia was assuredly not the Epsilon frontier. It was a major shipyard with a multitude of ships patrolling the area, complete with flagships and the presence of great heroes of renown within the Imperitorium. However, the Revolt was not without great flagships and heroes of its own, and made sure to bring as many fleets as they could spare for this mighty battle. Truly, it would be the sheer ingenuity of the commanders on either side that would determine the ultimate victory. This is Fleet Revolt, a card game that I've developed where, in the far future, the Free Revolt rises to depose the galaxy-spanning Imperitorium. It's for 2 or more players. The materials that are required are simply 1 or more decks of standard playing cards. The card values are as follows. Number cards, of course, are equal to the number associated with them. These are called fleet cards. Aces are flagship cards, equaling 12. Face cards are hero cards, equaling 11. Finally, the Joker cards are mercenary cards, which double the value of whatever card they're coupled with. The rules are as follows. First, split the black cards from the red cards in the decks. Choose which player gets which color. Both players then shuffle their respective half decks. Both players get 1 Joker each. First up, we have the rallying phase, where the players both draw 5 cards each, and whoever goes first is agreed on by the players. Next, we have the battle phase. Continuing the player turn order from the rallying phase, each player selects 2 cards to pit against one of their opponents. If the value of the attacking cards are superior, the attacker wins, and they capture the card. If the value of the attackers are inferior, the attacking cards are captured instead, while the attacked card is replaced by a card of half the value. When captured, the captured cards are placed in the prison stack. Players can choose to rescue captured cards by attacking the prison stack instead of attacking an opposing card. Each rescue returns 3 captured cards to the player's deck. Players can choose to assign a card to guard the prison only during their first turn of the battle phase. Normal attack rules apply to defeat the guard. Players must then make another attack on their next turn to actually free the cards from the prison. Both players alternate turns twice before moving on to the next phase. The next phase is the recruitment phase. Continuing the player turn order from the battle phase, each player draws 3 more cards. Finally, the player who captures all their opponent's cards wins. This game can be played in different ways with different rules or setups. These game modes will help to keep your games fun and fresh. The battle was one of the most fierce in the entire war thus far, the sheer number of ships numbering in the thousands. In campaign mode, you use 2 or more decks worth of cards. The 2 commanders were equal in rank, skill, experience. Surely in working together, victory was guaranteed? In Alliances mode, more than 2 players battle in teams. Whether due to clashing egos, opposing goals, or changing loyalties, there were no allies, only enemies. In Multiple Fronts mode, more than 2 players battle against each other. It was doomed from the start, that much was clear, but heroic ideals and stubborn optimism would urge them onward, maybe, just maybe they could win. In Impossible Odds mode, one side draws only 3 cards in the rallying phase, while the other side draws 8 cards. You have a choice to make, the Admiral spoke to the prisoners. Pain and hard labor for the foreseeable future, or join the winning side. In conscription mode, either side can take from their prison deck as well as their own deck during the recruitment phase. The winner is determined by all cards of a single color being captured. They're sending surrender teams, sir, the communications officer spoke. Shall we send boarding teams? The captain gave a grim look to his tactical officer. Fire all weapons. In no prisoners mode, capturing is not permitted for either side. Instead, the cards are destroyed and removed from play entirely. The grueling combat lasted far longer than anticipated, but still they fought on. War phase mode means the battle phase continues for 4 to 6 turns instead of 2. This is just one of the ideas I have for putting new spins on classic games to make something new and fun. Tune in next time for more ideas, or make up your own. See you next time.